Welcome back to the channel, and the Oilers win their fourth straight game. Stuart Skinner picking up the win. It didn't take more than 12 minutes for Kane to get on the board. And fun statistic before we get into the game analysis. The Oilers scored 7 goals without McDavid registering a point. Yeah, believe it or not, that's got to be the first time ever Edmonton scored that many goals without McDavid even getting a point. He was out there, he was playing great, like he was all over the ice. But like I said, Kane scored. So lately the Oilers have been giving up the first goal of the game. Not tonight. Kane gets a deflection off of a point shot from who else but Evan Bouchard, and the Oilers score first for the first time in a while. That was assisted, of course, by Evan Bouchard and Yamamoto in the first period. Also a tip shot from Chris Russell. Zach Hyman pots his 12th of the game, assisted to Russell and Legason. And then Leon Draisaitl on a rebound, assisted goes to Warren Foegele. And that was the first period. And it was 3 goals on, I believe it was 10 shots that period. But the Oilers will only get 5 shots or so the next period, but they would still put in 3. Nuge would score, assisted by Hyman and Kazian. Hyman would pot his second in the game, assisted by Nurse and Hopkins. And then Draisaitl would get his second in the game, assist again to Foegele and Duncan Keith. And then in the third period, with roughly 32 seconds left, good pass by Devon Shore, and what a shot by Derek Ryan, assisted. Second assist goes to Keith, and ultimately the Oilers would win 7-2. Kazian did get banged up in a fight. He was cut. Should be okay. Didn't return because there was only like 4 minutes left in the game. So he just didn't return to the game. Because of that, like I said, Skinner started the game, got the win. He allowed 2 goals on 23 shots for a .913 save percentage and gets another win in his career. And this game depends on how you look at it. Montreal was a depleted team. They have been for quite a while with the injuries. And Edmonton, we've known Edmonton to drop down to the teams that we know they can beat to their level. But this game, Edmonton didn't do that. We got a couple lucky bounces. It was a good overall game. The second period, there was a part in the second period that, the Josh Anderson line was all over the Oilers and ultimately ended up scoring. But, overall, good game by the Edmonton Oilers. Kane played really well in his first actual game since early December. He was noticeable. He was physical. Just getting the feet under him still for now is going to be what he's doing. But I believe he was a +2 in this with a goal. So let's go down the stat line here. Evan Bouchard, 1 point +3. Cody Ceci was a +1. Draisaitl had 2 goals. He was a +1. Foegele had 2 assists. He was a +1. Zach Hyman had 3 points, 2 goals, 1 assist, +3. Kane had a goal and +2. Zach Kazian had a goal and was a +3. Duncan Keith, 2 assists for a +2. William Legason would pick up an assist and a +2. Everyone was positive except for Ryan McLeod. He was at a 0. And almost everyone registered a point. Out of everyone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players didn't get a point. So it was an all-around team effort. And they talked about the depth Kane brings to the Edmonton Oilers and having a 1-2-3 punch with McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nuge being down the middle. And you add Ryan McLeod. Ryan McLeod is the most improved Oiler this year, and you could see that in his game. So having those 4 guys down the center, because that fourth line played fantastic tonight. I think there was 1 or 2 shifts out of all the shifts they got that the puck was in our zone. The rest, it was forechecking, controlling Montreal's zone, and not giving them an opportunity. And in my pregame, I said with them going down to three solid lines with McDavid, Dry, and Nuge centering them, it's going to be harder on the defense. And as depleted as a roster Montreal had this game, their defense were roughly what it would be no matter any given day without Weber. But they had troubles trying to maneuver three lines of Edmonton Oilers between three pairs of defense, and that was ultimately the game. Hyman had a beautiful turnaround shot, but other than that, my kids are at my door. I'm going to have to let you go, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope for this win streak to keep on going in Ottawa. Stay safe out there. Have a good one.